over the last week, even though no one's been talking about the Acolyte for months and months and months, after its disastrous debut on Disney Plus and its prompt cancellation by Disney and Lucasfilm, Leslye Headland finally spoke out. Although we've had a lot of actors that were in this series, from Leslye Headland's gay wife, Rebecca Henderson, to Amanda Stenberg, to Manny Jacinto, always out there talking about it, and usually blaming the cancellation and the failure of this project on YouTubers, on fans, on racists, on fascists, doing everything they can to deflect from the reality that this show was hot garbage. And it's one of the biggest disasters we've seen from Disney Star Wars, which, considering where the franchise is at right now, after all this time, over a decade plus under the control of Disney, the fact that the Acolyte may very well be the biggest disaster says a lot, doesn't it? With all the garbage they've pushed out. But in the aftermath of Leslye Headland deciding to blame YouTubers and call YouTubers fascists and racists, it looks like somebody else took the opportunity to say, you know what? I've had enough. I need to disappear from the internet. I need to disappear from all the hate that's out there. And that is the star of the Acolyte herself. The Acolyte star, Amanda Stenberg, deletes Instagram, raises questions about timing and motive. Now, to be fair, there's nothing like, no big announcement that she's like, after Leslye Headland came out there and there was more backlash from all these racists, that's why I'm leaving. There was nothing about that. Just randomly, in the immediate aftermath of Leslye Headland's big interview, and of course, her getting destroyed by so many people after making these claims of why the Acolyte's a massive piece of shit and got canceled, Amanda Stenberg goes dark. And this is somebody that over the course of time, over the course of her history with Star Wars, has had a lot to fucking say. I mean, this is probably the most famous moment. The Acolyte star Amanda Stenberg rage twerks against right-wingers in music video. Now, this was something that she produced and put on her Instagram in the middle of the show, while the show was airing. If I remember the dates correctly, if I remember the timeline correctly, she did this and was shitting on the fucking fans in the middle of this series. Here's a little bit of a preview. I know you guys missed this. I know you guys have missed this from Amanda.
Now you're listening, I'm gonna tell you something fascinating. They spin and woke, bastardize it and appropriate it. Let's try to call, woke or something with creators. Speak truth to power, keep an eye out for you silly racists.
Speak truth to power, keep an eye out for you silly racists. Well, that's Amanda. That's Amanda right there. What else she say?
And now they use it to describe anything they didn't buy. Remember when Gambino put it in the zeitgeist? It was all about the people recognizing bigotry, the power of community, not fodder for your clickbait.
Not fodder for your clickbait. Now, there is a version of me singing this song, I believe, that we did on Friday Night Tights. I don't have that pulled up right now, but I certainly can find it.
So bored, don't fuck with your discourse. We so bored, don't fuck with your discourse. We so bored, don't fuck with your discourse. We so bored, don't discourse.
My people cried in theaters finding relief.
Holla.
White people cry so they can see us as human beings. They recognize propaganda they spew.
I am black.
And try to weaponize everything that we do.
I'ma tell you something. They spin and woke, bastardize it, appreciate it.
It says appropriate it, not appreciate it.
Appreciate it, appropriated, whatever. Speak truth to power. Keep an eye out. Not fodder for your clickbait. Speaking of which, journalists, did you forget it's your job to provide the truth?
Bling bling, you forgot your bling bling.
We so bored, don't fuck with your discourse. We so bored, don't fuck with your discourse. We so bored, don't fuck with your discourse. We so bored, don't discourse.
But this was Amanda Stenberg during the show, right? Deciding it was a good opportunity to go out there, produce a terrible fucking music video, and put it out there to put fans on blast. And then shockingly, nobody watched. The show got canceled. It got terrible reviews from everyone. And then what did we see? Oh yeah, it got canceled, and Amanda Stenberg went on Instagram and ranted about it, blaming racist fans for it getting canceled. There's never any fucking ownership with these people. There's never any fucking ownership with these activists, with these people that only think about that. They make this dog shit, not for fans, for themselves, right? That's what this is all about. And then when it comes out and the fans reject it, you get blamed for not accepting the shit that they're trying to shovel into your mouth. But Amanda, I guess she's done speaking out, finally, about fucking time, because she's gone from Instagram. Star Wars fans can kiss Amanda Stenberg's Instagram account goodbye. Amanda Stenberg appears to have deleted her Instagram account without warning, leaving fans confused and raising new questions about the lingering fallout from the Acolyte. There was no announcement, no explanation, and no record of when the deletion happened. The account is simply gone, and there's virtually no online reporting on it. Even stranger, Google's AI search results are now directing people to a fan page that states not Amanda, adding yet another layer of confusion to an already messy situation. And I did, because this story is from a few days ago. I went to Instagram today to try to see, and no, her account is still not there. It is still gone, whether it's just deactivated, whatever the fuck, it's gone. The timing also comes, the Acolyte showrunner Leslye Headland responded to the show's cancellation and, similar to Stenberg, blamed the fans. Now, we do know that at least as of a few weeks ago, she was still active in posting. I think there was a post with Daphne Keane, possibly another star of the Acolyte, by the way, just a few weeks ago. So who knows what triggered this or why? But look, I ain't gonna fucking miss Amanda Stenberg. If Amanda Stenberg had never come out and said this shit about fans, if she hadn't put out a fan bashing clapback music video that was so cringe and embarrassing, if she had just taken the lumps and said, like you should, like any professional should, in a situation like this, when you're working for $1 billion company, when you're working on Star Wars, I get you will be upset. If you have something that you worked hard on and it comes out and gets massively rejected by everybody, that can't be something that's easy to go through. But you know what you do? You say, hey, I thought that, we worked really hard on this, and I thought that we put out a great product, and I love it. And I'm so grateful that I was able to be a part of this. I'm sorry that more people didn't watch it, and I'm sorry that more people didn't like it. But all I can say is I hope you give it a chance at some point. That's all you got to say. How could anybody have anything bad to say about you after that? Maybe criticize your acting skills or whatever. But in terms of, the amount of backlash you generated for yourself by attacking the fucking fans and calling them racist while your show is airing, can't say that I'm going to miss Amanda Stenberg's social media presence, whether it was or was not connected to Leslye Headland finally speaking out and shockingly deflecting all blame for the failure that was the Acolyte.